Namaste and welcome to Mindfully Yoga. My name is Ryan. Today's practice is a flow practice centered around non attachment. Aparigraha or non attachment is one of the eight limbs of yoga. So it's part of the yamas or the moral codes of yoga. What it means is non possessiveness, non greed, or non grasping. A lot of the times when we do certain things, we expect certain outcomes. When the outcomes don't go our way, it creates a lot of anxiety and mental suffering. So, today's yoga practice, I would invite you to think about all the things that we are attached to, and maybe we can let go of one of those attachments that is plaguing us in our day to day lives. Having said that, let's get started. So, let's find a comfortable seat. So, you can sit cross legged or you can sit in a hero seat, kneeling down with your heels under your hips. Otherwise, sitting tall, placing the hands onto the knees and bringing the eyes to a close. We'll begin our practice by connecting with our breath. So, as you close your eyes, just draw the shoulders away from the ears. And then doing a gentle body scan, noticing how the body feels. From the crown of the head all the way down to the toes. And there's any aches, pains, or soreness. With the next exhalation, letting it all go. And now drawing attention to your breath, beginning to notice your breath. Attention can be to the tips of the nostrils or the expansion and contraction of your ribs. Let's take 3 deep, slow breaths. And after your next exhalation, gently and softly opening your eyes. And from here, let's come into all fours. Coming onto our hands and our knees. We want to place our wrists below our shoulders, knees below our hips. And from here, few rounds of cat cow. On the inhale, belly drops. On the exhale, round the upper back. Inhale, shine your heart open. Exhale, chin to chest. Just notice the tilting of the pelvis here. And this is a very good pose to bring awareness to various parts of our body. Just to notice and check in what's going on. And then let's come on to all fours. From here, lift the left leg up and extend it towards the back. You want to keep the hips square, toes pointing to the floor. On the next inhale, round the upper back, bring the knee to the nose. On the exhale, extend. Let's do this 2 more times. And the purpose is not to touch the knee to the nose, although in your case it might touch. For men, we have tight hips. It's a little bit harder to touch the knee to the nose. And then right leg goes towards the back of the room. Hip square, toes point to the floor. And then on this side, knee to the nose. And really rounding the upper back. And then transitioning to all fours from here. Our next pose is puppy pose. So walk your hands forward, keep your hips above your knees, and keep the hands walking forward until the forehead meets the floor. Palms going towards the top edge of the mat, fingers towards the front of the room. One more breath here. And now slide forward to Sphinx pose. Bring your elbows below your shoulders and press the tops of the feet into the mat. Press the pubic bone into the earth. Now you're welcome to stay here. If you like to, I invite you to tuck your toes and then come into a forearm plank. So lift the knees and the lower belly off the mat. Gaze at the space between the thumbs. Hold here for 3 breaths. 3, 2, 1. And then slowly return the knees to the mat. Keep the toes tucked. Hands will slide next to your ribs, forehead onto the mat. From here, through a high plank or all fours, transition to down dog. Walk your feet all the way towards your hands. Come into forward fold. On the inhale, halfway lift. On the exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Hands to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center as we fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Step the left foot back, followed by the right foot. Let's come into high plank. From here, draw the lower belly in and press the heels towards the back of the room. You want to squeeze your glutes here. And don't let the head hang heavy. Keep the neck a little bit stiff. And the crown of the head is going towards the front. From here, Chaturanga, low plank. You can drop your knees if you like on the mat for low plank. Cobra or upward facing dog will come into down dog. One more breath here. On the inhale, right leg will lift towards the sky. On the exhale, step the right foot through between your hands. We want to look straight ahead and then begin to rise up into high lunges. So you want to bring that right knee above the right ankle and be on the ball of the back foot. Now you can straighten the back knee if you want, provided it doesn't hurt the lower back. Hands straight ahead. I nearly fell over there. One more breath here. Now bring the hands to heart center. On the inhale, fill up. On the exhale, twist. Bring your left elbow outside the right knee and look to the right hand side. You want to keep that back knee as straight as possible. Hold here for one more breath with me, please. Now bring your gaze to the top edge of the mat and then step the left foot forward to meet the right and then sit in chair pose. So with chair pose, our hips go towards the back of the room, tailbone descends towards the floor, and deep breaths into the diaphragm. Hands to heart center. On the inhale, come up. As you bring your left knee into the chest with you, on the exhale, warrior 3. So take the left leg, kick it back, pendulum swinging it. The hip is square. Left toes point to the floor. Our gaze is at one spot on the earth. One more breath here. Step the left foot to the back of the mat and turn it at 90 degrees. The left foot is facing the side of the room. Hands go in opposite directions. warrior two. So our right knee again is now above our right ankle. We're going to look straight ahead and then engage our core, use our core to keep us lifted. Grounding down through all four corners of our feet. One more breath here. On the next inhale, flip the palm, reverse the warrior. On the exhale, come into runner's lunge. Step back to high plank. And then take your vinyasa or go straight to down dog. Chaturanga, upward facing dog, down dog. One breath here. On the inhale, left leg to the sky. On the exhale, step the foot through between your hands. Left knee above the left ankle. Rise up into high lunge. So sometimes we get attached to outcomes. For example, before we go for a job interview, we want the job already. We are wondering whether we want to clear the interview, whether we're going to be liked by the interviewees or interviewers, sorry. And our mind is all over the place. Hands to heart center. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, right elbow outside the left knee, twist. Or before we go for an exam, we want to pass the exam, we want to do well. So we are attached to the outcome, which causes stress and anxiety. Bring our gaze to the top edge of the mat. Step the right foot forward to meet the left foot. And then transition into chair pose. Big toes touch. Heels can be slightly apart. Again, deep breaths into the diaphragm. So in the Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna talks to Arjuna about focusing on your job, focusing what you're supposed to do. Hands to heart center. On the inhale, bring the right knee into the chest with you. Balance on the left leg, please. On the exhale, pendulum swing the right leg back. Hips square, toes point to the earth. Gaze down on the floor. And Lord Krishna said to Arjuna that the work itself is a reward, not the fruits of your labor. Step the right foot to the back of the mat. Turn it at 90 degrees. Hands go in opposite directions, warrior two. Therefore, it's best to focus on the present moment and do what we're supposed to do and not worry about the future or the outcome. Be non-attached. One more breath here. On the inhale, flip the front palm, paint the ceiling. On the exhale, windmill your hands as you frame your left foot with your hands. Step back to high plank. And then vinyasa or go straight to down dog. Chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. One more breath here. On the inhale, right leg to the sky. On the exhale, step the foot through between your hands. Turn the left foot at 90 degrees. Extend its side angle. Right forearm on the right thigh, left hand up and over. So the right hand is resting gently for moral support. We're not dumping the weight of the body onto the right palm. We're going to use our core to keep us lifted. And the left hand reaching towards the front. One more breath here. Now let's straighten the left hand, half moon. Right fingertips ahead of the right foot. Lift the left leg. And point the left toes to the side of the room. Arms in line with each other. One more breath here. And now we'll meet in a forward fold. Place the left foot next to the right, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Let's step the right foot back and turn it at 90 degrees. And we want this left knee above the left ankle. Left forearm, left thigh, right hand up and over. Extended side angle. And let's notice the sensations in the body and welcome all sensations with openness and acceptance. Let's straighten the right hand, half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Left fingertips on the earth, right toes point to the side of the room, trying to stack the hips on top of each other and look to the right hand side. And if you fall over, just come back into it slowly. And now come into forward fold again. On the inhale, halfway lift. On the exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise up, reach up, hands to the sky. On the exhale, hands to heart center as we fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Let's step back to high plank and then flow from here. Knees down or not, high to low plank, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. One more breath here. Let's come into all fours and then swing the legs towards the front. And then what we want to do from here is bring the legs together, feet together, toes point to the sky. On the inhale, hands to the sky. On the exhale, tilt the pelvis forward, fold forward. So now you can bend your knees if you need to. And if the hands don't reach the feet, that is okay. That's not compulsory, never has been. All you can do is you can place the hands on your shin or your ankles. For some of us, the knees is fine as well. It doesn't really matter. So just adapting yoga to suit your body. One more breath here. And then slowly begin to straighten the spine from our forward fold. So I'll face you for the next set of asana. Let's cross the left ankle over the right knee. So sitting tall, grabbing the right hand around the left knee, left hand goes back, taking a twist. And then coming back to center. Return the left foot to the mat. Cross the right ankle over the left knee. And the left hand will wrap around. Right hand goes back. Coming back to center. Legs go long. Then we come to lie down on the mat. And as we come to lie down on the mat, setting up for bridge pose. So bend the knees, place the feet on the mat. Let the hands brush the back of your heels, hands by your side. From here, press into the palms and the heels, and then slowly lift the pelvis towards the sky. We want to engage our glutes here, making sure you're squeezing them as hard as possible. And the gaze is towards the ceiling or the sky, depending on where you're practicing today. Now slowly come back, vertebra at a time, and begin to hug both knees into the chest. Just a gentle rock from side to side if that feels good. And we're going to go into a twist here, supine twist. Take your right hand outside the left knee and then guide both knees to the right hand side. Left hand will come out. Gaze over the left shoulder or towards the ceiling. Coming back to center as you hug both knees into the chest. And then take your left hand outside the right knee And then drop the knees to the left hand side. Right hand comes out. Gaze towards the ceiling or over your right shoulder. Coming back to center as you hug both knees into the chest. Let the feet find the corners of the mat. Hands come to rest by your side. Palms face the ceiling. I will wake you up when it's time. Making gentle movements with your fingers and your toes. Rolling over to your favorite side. Placing your arm under a cushion as a ear. With your eyes closed, slowly coming up into a seat. Hands come together, palms touch, thumbs press against the sternum. One soft inhale, one soft exhale. Bring the thumbs to third eye center, to our lips, and to our heart. From my heart to yours, namaste. Thank you for practicing with me. And wherever you're in the world today, have a great morning, amazing afternoon, or an awesome evening. I will see you soon on the mat. Namaste.